You're listening to a Halloween special edition of Boar Friendly. I'm your host, Kris Takahashi, and with me is a woman so terrifying she once went on a trip to Oregon and there were no survivors. A woman so frightening her blood type is registered as vampire and her favorite color is blood. In Victorian times, she was known as High-Heeled Jack, but we know her as Alice Bell. What's up, Alice?
It's great because I've got some tea, some blood orange tea that is the colour of blood, so it's very accurate. I'm so into Halloween! Woo!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you emigrated to the States, you would be what we call a vampire American, as opposed to like a Canadian immigrant, which we would call a hockey American. Yeah, and your diet would probably be like 90% blood, but I don't know exactly what type of blood you'd prefer.
Yeah, I mean, like, vampires aren't fussy about what they get, you know? Like, they've got to get it from somewhere.
They do, but is there, like, different flavors for different blood types?
Well, like, most role-playing boards and stuff seem to believe that the blood types taste different, but I don't taste any different, you know?
You don't taste any difference when you're, like, sucking down somebody's blood.
Yeah, like, who's gonna complain?
Yeah, certainly not the person you killed. But yeah, I feel the same way about beer. It all tastes the same to me.
Yeah, same. Like, especially lager.
Do you have a favorite beer or anything?
We have Hobgoblin over here, which is also very appropriate. It's like a...
Is that a local beer?
It's one that's... Yeah, I think it's brewed in... I think it's brewed quite close to me because it's quite common.
Okay.
In the Midlands. But it's really popular and it's just so nice.
Is that a seasonal beer or do you drink it like annually?
You can drink it all year round. Like, it started out as a seasonal thing, but it's gotten so popular that... Yeah. It's like locally brewed and stuff. You probably haven't heard of it.
Yeah, the only drink I'm hearing about around this time is pumpkin spice, which is like some kind of coffee or whatever they sell at Starbucks.
I can't escape pumpkin spice. It is everywhere.
Have you tried it yet?
I've never tried it, no. I imagine that it's just like shoving nutmeg and cinnamon and shit into a coffee with loads of sugar. And that's not something that appeals to me.
Yeah, certainly not enough blood in that mixture.
I want my coffee, like, really strong.
You want
that
your
wakes
coffee
me up.
to taste like coffee, basically.
Yeah, like, who needs fucking pumpkin spice? Although, I am quite looking forward to the Christmas menu, because they apparently have a peppermint mocha coffee. So, like, minty chocolate with a bit of coffee. I am so looking forward to that.
You like mint-flavored stuff?
Oh, I love mint flavour stuff. It is my favourite. Mint flavour and dark chocolate. Whoa.
There's actually a dark chocolate Kit Kat.
I have no idea which one it is.
Yeah, we'll get to that later in the third segment. But first, we should talk about Halloween.
Woo!
Yay! This time of year is always fun. You've got, people carving out pumpkins, everyone dressing up, Satan trending on Twitter. I guess my question to you is, do you have any plans for Halloween?
Well, all of the club nights sold out in September. Like, there's one called Crisis, and that's, it sold out within minutes.
Is it anything like the Crisis video game? Because that would sound like a fun club.
It pretty much is like that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fun when you're drunk and when you're all dressed up in fancy dress. Like, I only ever go to Crisis when I'm dressed up.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of the sports socials are done, like, in fancy dress. So, like, the first time it was carnival themed. Second time it was army themed. This next week is when I grow up. So I don't have any money for a Halloween costume anymore. Which is kind of depressing. So
Yeah,
we're just going to stay at home. We're going to answer the door to trick-or-treaters. And we're going to watch The Addams Family. Which is great, because I love The Addams Family.
Yeah, it does sound like a traditional English Halloween.
I don't know. Like, normally the traditional English Halloween involves getting a lot more drunk.
Maybe your traditional Halloween.
Drinking and debauchery.
I do think Halloween is lost some of his luster because of cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it used to be an annual thing where people dressed up, but now it's kind of like every other day you see people, like, pictures of Link and Mario Brothers. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you don't get, like, super sexy versions of them every day. That's only every other day. I mean, Halloween is the only time when you get a sexy murder victim.
That's
true. Or a sexy Jason and Freddy, or whatever.
I can't even imagine what that would look like. But at least Freddy Krueger with tits is scary in some capacity. I mean, the costumes you see nowadays are usually like they're just a play on some kind of meme or something. Like you'll see like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge people, or I don't even know how that would be a costume, or like the CIA Bane meme, things like that.
Well, last year we had a lot of Breaking Bad costumes, which wasn't even scary. Like, come on, guys, put your head in the game.
Seriously. It's like make a little bit more effort to match the tenor of the holiday. Like the Luigi meme, I think, is going to be another one that's going to be popular this year.
Oh, that's the Mario Kart thing, isn't it? Where he just looks so evil as he does it.
Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, so you're not dressing up this year, but do you have a favorite costume from any of your past Halloween parties?
I think it's a toss-up between last year's and the year before. Like, the year before, I dressed up as Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, I was completely obsessed with Harley Quinn at the time. Like, she was the only reason I was into Batman for a long, long time. Like, she's just such a great character. I love her to bits. And I still love her to bits.
Did you learn how to do, like, jester tricks and, like, juggling and somersaulting and all that?
No, I just spent a lot of time trying to get the accent sorted, and it just didn't work. Like, oh, Mr. J. Like, my Brooklyn accent is absolutely fucking awful.
Yeah, I think everybody in Brooklyn just did a collective cringe.
Yeah, oh, Mr. J.
Yeah, they're gonna send you a bunch of angry letters.
Yeah. Soz.
What about the year before, though? What costume was that?
No, the year after that, which was last year. I made my own barbarian costume.
Oh, wow.
So, like, I bought a load of fake fur off of Amazon. And I just went crazy. Like, I had leg warmers and arm warmers, and I had this big chest piece that I made, and this really weird skirt, and none of it was sewn together because I can't sew and I didn't have a sewing machine with me at uni. So I tied it together with cord.
Oh.
And then I also had, like, a really big axe. So, like, I was just waving this fake axe around in the middle of the club, hitting everyone, looking absolutely insane because I'd, like, backcomb my hair. I had blood all over my face. It was great. I was so drunk. I turned up to the seminar the next day drunk because I used to have my drama seminars on a Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And basically, I turned up drunk, still had half my makeup on.
Did you have your fur on?
And no, I didn't. I got changed into actual people clothes.
Oh, okay.
And I had to start playing Macbeth.
Oh, yeah.
In my seminar whilst drunk.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because in that scene, Macbeth was drunk as well. So, method acting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just wash the blood off your face instead of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It's totally.
Although technically in Macbeth, the blood it's not there. I mean, it's invisible. Like, it's supposed to be a
metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really wanted to visually represent the guilt that he was feeling over the death of the king.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with getting pissed drunk and wasted. It was all metaphor.
Dude, literally my life is metaphor at the minute.
Is it?
What does this represent in this, and this?
Oh, that sounds horrifying. But yeah, moving on, do you have any, like, ghost stories you want to share? Or Halloween stories you want to share?
Yeah, the year before last, when I dressed up as Harley Quinn, my friend's part of a band, and he was playing at this really big house party where it's, like, all booze supplied and shit like that. So I came along with him as a roadie. And basically, like, my mum was like, because I was 17 at the time, so, like, drinking was supposedly a big no-no. So mum was like, I want you back for 12, like, don't get too drunk, da 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 da. So I come up at 12, and it's, like, such a good party, because, like, I'm not having to pay for any of this. Like, there's food, there's alcohol, there's great music.
Okay.
So I called mum up at 12 o'clock. And I'm like, Mum, can I stay for a couple more hours? Because John hasn't done his set yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of my friend, John.
Yes, friend / AA counselor.
Shut up. Yeah, and then it gets to 4 o'clock, and we're trying to, like, order taxis and stuff like that. And this house is literally in the middle of nowhere. It pretty much doesn't have a postcode. It's, like, on this farm, like, down little side roads and stuff like that, so none of the taxis could find where we were.
Right.
So it gets to 4 o'clock, Mum calls me up, Alice, where the fuck are you? I was like, I don't know.
Your mom sounds like a very calm person.
Yeah, she is. And then I started panicking because I was drunk. John had fallen asleep on a dog's bed and I couldn't get him up. And like, we ended up bundling into a taxi with these 2 other people, like John's friends, and like they took us like one way and then they went the other way. And my mum was, and like this was 5 o'clock at the time that I got back, and she was like, Alice, I do not want to speak to you. Get up to your room. I was like, I'm sorry, Mum, I didn't mean for it to be so late. The taxi couldn't find us. She was like, shut up. And then I had work the next morning. I couldn't, like, have breakfast, though, because my mum was still pissed at me. So I went to work early, and then, because where I used to work, it was a pub, and it was a family-owned pub. And I went up at, like, 11, and my shift doesn't start until 12.
Okay.
And then my mum came up to pick up the dog or whatever. And so I ended up having, like, my nana and Sean hid me in the cellar.
Oh.
So that I wouldn't have to face the wrath of Mum. And you don't know my mother. She is terrifying when she is pissed off. And when she is pissed off, oh, it doesn't bear mentioning, you know? Like, my childhood is traumatized.
Yes.
I mean, she's a lovely woman.
Oh.
But she is scary when she's angry.
How long did you have to stay in the cellar?
Until she left. And it was a good thing that I had a really long shift, because she'd calmed down by, like, 5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, it's a
She
good
just
thing.
didn't want to talk about
It was
it.
a good thing it was a bar. She could have stayed and drank and just...
Yeah, oh, God. My daughter didn't come back until 5 o'clock last night. What have I done? How have I raised such a hellion? Oh, my God.
If she only knew what you're up to now.
Oh, she does. Like, she watches the videos, and she listens to the podcast.
Oh, does she?
Hi, Mom!
Forget what I said earlier. Your mom sounds like a wonderful woman. I can't believe you put her through all this. It's just ridiculous.
I know. That was like my one rebellious moment.
Oh, was it? If that was
Yeah.
it, then you probably... I mean, she's probably done a good job.
She's done a really good job.
Mom of the year of the
Like,
decade.
That is the most rebellious thing I've ever done, and that was because the taxis couldn't find us.
Yes.
I'm a good kid, okay?
Yes, you are good. If you were really rebellious, you would have investigated that ghost house. And you probably wouldn't be alive today. You'd be possessed by some demon or something.
Or I'd probably still be stuck down the cellar.
Yeah, that's
avoiding my mother for all eternity.
Yeah, then you could haunt other people who went to that bar.
Yeah. That'd be
The story
great.
of the
That'd
girl
be
in the
great
cellar.
for business.
Yes. You probably would have gotten bitten by a rattlesnake if you stayed in that cellar.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's your destiny.
I know.
I
I'm
don't think we
destined to
can
be
shake
bitten
that.
by a rattlesnake in England. There are no such thing as rattlesnakes in England.
Says you.
There
Don't you
aren't.
guys have don't you have a zoo or something?
I don't know, actually. I don't know where the zoos are in Nottingham. I don't think
you should
there is
find
a zoo.
out. You should find out where every single rattlesnake is in your country.
Tag 'em.
Yeah. I think people keep them as pets too.
Do they?
That's another scary thing. I don't know. Probably not rattlesnakes. That would probably be pretty fucking stupid.
I know that people keep snakes for pets, but not rattlesnakes.
Yeah, that would probably be pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But people are dumb, so.
People are dum-dums.
Like me, for instance. Did you know that I wasn't recording until we started your story? I'm gonna have to fill in all those parts.
Chris.
I'll fill those parts in. It'll be totally seamless. It'll be like, you're listening to Lore Friendly, and then.
Then you've got my bit of recording.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a spook. Maybe you did press record, but the computer didn't recognize it because you are a ghost.
It's the computer's fault. Yeah, it's the computer's fault. I am always a ghost, actually. Like I think when I was a kid, it was more about the costume was just a means to an end. So I would just get the Charlie Brown ghost suit and basically just wear that and just candy, please. Like, I wouldn't even bother with the trick-or-treat
Really?
thing.
You were an awful kid.
Yeah, I was. But I also found out later on that it's also pretty good, like, if you're trying to, like, be incognito and, like, double up on the same house, like a house that has good candy.
I suppose it's such a generic costume.
Yeah, and people will never know it's you. So, like, I imagine even if I was a dwarf, I would probably totally go trick-or-treating every now and then just for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I bet Peter Dinklage could rock the ghost
costume.
costume.
That's how he takes his kids out for Halloween. He just dresses up with them.
He could, yeah, or he could just call up Maisie Williams, and I like to imagine they're gonna be out there trick or treating.
I mean, come on, the Hound would be a pretty scary Halloween costume.
Yes, that's true. But the Hound is actually big. Well, Peter Dinklage as the Hound, that would be pretty awesome.
I really like that.
Yeah, and a little kid Arya,
Oh,
who's like maybe half his size. Oh, that would be a
that'd
good
be
costume.
adorable. He should totally do that. In fact, he should just go around trick-or-treating as Tyrion. He'd get sweets anyway.
That's true. Look at my costume. Look how it's like. Wow, that's a great costume, Peter. Well, they wouldn't know he's Peter Dinklage. It's like my name's Tyrone or something, and he's dressed as Peter Dinklage.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Maisie Williams did that. Yeah, at some convention.
Did she put on a Spider-Man mask or something? And
Yes.
she was talking to people and they didn't know that it was her.
Yeah, because she's like 3 feet tall. That's why. There's a lot of kids like that where they're basically like 40 years old and they still look like they're 10.
I think Maisie Williams is actually like the same height as me.
No way. Didn't you say you were 5'4"?
5'3".
5'3". We've been over this. That is average
I'm gonna
height.
Google.
Unless you're living on you're living on Wonder Woman's island, you are not short. Like Maisie Williams must be like 4'10".
1.52. According to my my special digital measuring mabob, I'm apparently 1.66. So, yes, I am actually a whole...
You tower
I'm
over
like
her.
massive. I'm taller than Amelia Clark.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. She is kind of short.
I'm not taller than Sophie Turner, though. No.
No, Sophie Turner is a giant.
Yeah.
In a good way. Yes, sexy giant.
Well, she is 18, so you can say that now.
Oh, isn't it 16 in your country too?
It is 16 in our country.
That's ridiculous, though, isn't it? I mean, physically, you're basically a woman, but a 16-year-old girl is not emotionally, like, ready to, like, date, like, a 25, 30-year-old man.
Like, 16's... Like, most people lose it before they hit 16 anyway.
Right, with other 16-year-olds.
Well, yeah.
Right, but, like, it's technically legal for, like, even, like, a 60-year-old man to date a 16-year-old girl, right? Yeah, that's just creepy.
So's a 60-year-old guy and an 18-year-old girl, but there you go.
Yeah, that's true, but the whole legal thing, it really only applies to, like, older, younger relationships. Like, it's not weird if two 14-year-olds have sex, or a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old.
I still think that it's weird that 14-year-olds are thinking about sex because, like, that's too young. Yeah.
We would talk about, really, you didn't, when I was like 9 years old, we'd probably talk about sex. We didn't know what it was, but we would talk about it.
I done the sex. Well, it's like anything that's younger than me is too young to be thinking about that.
But you're getting older, so
I
you're not gonna,
know.
yeah. You're like an old woman now.
That's really depressing. You have just shown me the true horror of Halloween.
Yes.
Growing old.
Topic 1, favorite horror games.
Shit, we've really got a lot to get through,
Ladies
haven't we? Well, I would like to be painfully obvious and nominate Silent Hill 3 over Silent Hill 2, because even though Silent Hill 2 is really spooky and spoopy and, like, repressed sexuality and blah blah blah, I really prefer Silent Hill 3.
And why is that?
I just like the designs of the monsters. I like
Okay, I haven't played the series, but is it the one with Triangle Head?
Pyramid Head.
Pyramid?
Yeah.
You're like, oh god.
God, what am I dealing with?
I haven't played the game.
Silent Hill 3 leads off from Silent Hill 1. Like, Silent Hill 2 is kind of like an interlude. And it features Heather Mason. And, like, she's such a good female protagonist. It makes me so happy. And, like, there's just so much mindfuckery going on. Like, the people that she speaks to, like, you don't know if they're telling the truth or if they're just giving her a bad joke or what. And, oh, it's so, so good. Like, the atmosphere is perfect, the controls are clunky, but that's what you expect from a Silent Hill game, because you're not meant to be super steroid,
Right.
macho
Right.
man.
It adds to the horror.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I like about Amnesia, too, because you don't get a gun.
Oh god. Amnesia is terrifying. I have only watched playthroughs of it. So please tell me about Amnesia.
Okay, well, Amnesia, the great part about it is obviously you don't have any weapons. You basically just have a candle lighter, and a lantern.
Yeah.
And the only items you can pick up is like fuel for the lantern. And the whole time you feel helpless and powerless, and the longer the game goes on, the more powerless you feel. And
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting mechanic, because in other games like Resident Evil or Dead Space, the longer you go on, the more
Badass you become.
yeah, the more roids you pump into your butt, basically. And like by the end of the game, you have like a rocket launcher in your fanny pack, and like you feel invincible.
Funny.
Yeah, basically. And that's kind of how I feel playing like a game like Dead Space. I'm just like mowing through all these guys. I'm like, they should be scared of me.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like,
And
you
it's the opposite.
necromorphs aren't shit.
Yeah. Like, look at my fucking shotgun.
Have you
know?
seen my laser cutter?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that saw thing in Dead Space.
Oh, it is the best. You don't need any other weapon.
Yeah, it is, because it's so visceral, and you're just chopping them up. You're like a
Yeah.
little, yeah. It's not scary at all. I feel like I should put on a chef hat and just like just get my
I felt
saw.
that Dead Space 1 was quite scary, like, when you began. But by Dead Space 2, you knew what you were expecting. And it's
Yeah.
got every horror trope. It's got dead babies screaming. It's got dead children screaming.
Yeah.
It's got big, ghouly, gobbledygooky things going around with big pincers and stabbing you, and it's... Dead Space 2 was more of the same.
Yeah. And I think all those games, they kind of, they just build you up too much. And
Yeah.
Amnesia is the opposite. I don't know about, is Silent Hill that way?
I wouldn't say so, because, like, you've always got that tension of not knowing where something's going to come out from. Like, you can have, like, 10 or 20 minutes of just not encountering anything. And
Is
then...
it jump scares, though?
Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes it's like a really slow build. Like, there's this one really iconic scene where you go into this random room in, I think it's the hospital, and there's this mirror. And so you go around the room looking for items, and then you turn around, try to leave the room, and the door's locked. So you're just stuck in front of this mirror, and slowly, like, this tide of blood starts to rise in the bathtub, and the reflection of your character changes in the mirror, and suddenly it starts bleeding out into the room, and then you can only just escape. It's perfect. It's so gory, but not to the point where it's excessive.
Yeah, it really sets the mood.
Yeah.
So it's not like just somebody startling you out of nowhere. There's a purpose to, like, getting you into that mood before jump scaring you. I mean, jump scares aren't bad in and of themselves, I would say.
It's just when they're overused and
yeah.
When that's the only scare you've got.
Right. When the actual person jump scaring you isn't scary, they just happen to jump in front of your face and
woo, boogie boogie.
Look at me.
I'm scary.
I've got a knife in my head. That's how those Halloween places work. They just jump scare you wearing scary outfits.
Yeah. See, Outlast was quite good as well, I thought. Because you didn't know which inmates were going to attack you and which ones weren't. So you were just edging around them all, and then it turns out that one of them will help you or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I really liked Outlast as well. Outlast was a good game. GG.
5 out of... Oh, wait. We don't do 5 out of 5 stars.
No.
We rate them on a Game of Thrones.
I'd give it a mountain. Because the mountain is
ooh.
fucking scary.
The mountain is scary.
Yeah. I think we forgot about the rating system last time.
Yes, we did. That was quite a shame.
Whoops, sorry.
Yes, the mountain is very scary and doesn't really say much either. Is it a game that doesn't have a lot of dialogue?
There's quite a lot of dialogue. Well,
so maybe it's not the mountain.
I'm not sure. Like, you have dialogue that sets the tone, like the inmates are grumbling to themselves. But then you find records and stuff, but then your character also records his thoughts. And there's and as the game goes on, you can just see him slowly going crazier and crazier through his notes. It's really interesting. Like, there's this bit, spoilers, your fingers get cut off. Which is really bad in and of itself. But then he's just like, this fucking psycho doctor just chopped my fucking fingers off, what the fuck? It's like, fucking hell. Yay.
Fingers getting chopped up does remind me more of Sir Davos.
Yeah, pretty much. But he was still able to hold a camera, so not quite as bad.
He didn't pledge his loyalty to the man who chopped off his fingers either. No.
He squished him in an elevator.
See, that would have been quite the twist if he did. Yeah, so other games I liked, I think, I guess for me it's more of a character-based thing, so
yeah.
Like, I like Killer 7. Have you played that?
That's the
Suda 51.
Yeah, game. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Is it like based off of the 7 Deadly Sins or something?
No,
I'm making stuff up.
It's basically like a serial killer. Well, not serial killer. Sorry, a hitman, and he basically has. Killer. Yeah, same thing, I suppose. A serial killer who gets paid extravagantly well to do the serial killing, but he has 7 other personalities inside him.
Right.
And it's really stylized. It's kind of like a Robert Rodriguez Tarantino film. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know if it really classifies as horror, but that's my pick.
I think I need to play that. It sounds quite interesting.
Yeah, there's this one girl that you can, because he switches personalities, and so it's kind of like you switch bodies to different characters.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, there's this one girl, she has, like, a blood-stained dress. Like, it's a white dress with blood all over it, and she runs around barefoot.
Okay. That kind of girl.
No, but
we all know someone like that.
Yes. The typical girl you see down, your neighbor.
Yeah.
Your neighbor,
hi there.
Janice or something, yeah. Yeah, but she has the blood on her, and she goes like, I changed my makeup, did you notice? And then she goes, men never notice these kinds of things. And there's like all this blood all over her, just like, yeah, I'm really gonna notice your makeup.
I like
woman.
the cut of this girl's jib.
Yeah, she's awesome. But yeah, they're all like awesome characters. Like so,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. So next
We are
topic.
powering through these
Yes, we are.
after our 30-minute long introduction.
Yeah. That was a little excessive, but yeah. Topic 2, year walk.
Not year one, as I called it earlier.
Yes, year 1, as they say in the UK. And like, I don't really know if you're saying walk or one, or if I should like call you on it. Because...
Year walk.
Yeah.
Year
It's like when you
one.
say Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher
And
Eccleston.
it sounds like Chris Freckleston every time to me.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, is she saying Chris Freckleston? I don't know. Should I call her on it?
Don't.
Then, yeah,
Don't call me
slink,
shit on my accent, okay?
I just slink to my corner.
I have a beautiful accent.
Yeah. It sounds very. Is it like those people who say like, you what, mate? Like those people.
You what, mate?
Shouts.
You started on
Yeah.
me, mate. You gonna shank me, mate?
Yeah.
No,
It
I'm
sounds
not
kinda
quite.
like that,
I'm not
doesn't it?
quite as bad. I'm like a posh version of that. You
Okay.
can tell by the way I say posh. Like, if you listen to how someone says posh, that's how you tell that they're posh.
Okay.
So I say posh. Some people say posh.
When you drink, do you say it the latter way?
No.
You don't turn into like.
I do turn really northern when I'm drunk, but not quite posh. Oh, you
more
fucking
charac-
what, mate? You fucking starting.
I swear on me, mom.
Swear me, mum.
Yeah. So year walk. Year walk is a game based on Swedish folklore. I guess it's sort of like a weird tradition where they would take these annual walks.
Like on special holidays, like
Yes.
Midsummer's Eve or New Year's Eve was probably one of the most common, I think.
Yes, and they'd have these like vision quests, and basically, I don't know. Did you read up on what the reasoning was behind it?
It was to see into the future. Like,
Oh.
people would deprive themselves, like, because these were special holidays, like New Year and Christmas and things like that. People would deprive themselves of eating and social interaction on these holidays. And
They would fast.
Yeah, they'd lock themselves into a room until midnight, and then they'd go out and go to the churchyard. And on the way, they'd see visions of different supernatural beings, and like apparently some of them could cause harm. And if they got to the churchyard and got past the the guardian of the church, I can't remember what it was called, but if they got past him, then they'd see into the future.
Yes.
Like into the year ahead. So like they'd see a procession of people in their church finery if those people were going to die in the next year, or they'd see a wedding procession if these people were going to get married next year.
Right, so these are basically like prophets and
Yeah.
oracles and stuff like that. And in the game you're basically taking that role.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the game?
The game is so bizarre. Like, it's got an amazing atmosphere. The art style is absolutely gorgeous. And it's got this really, really slow build. Like, given the start of it, I wouldn't, like, if I didn't know that that we were doing it for the Halloween episode, I wouldn't have thought that it'd turn out to be a scary game.
Right.
Where, because, like, you go to meet your lover and things like that, and then you come back and then you start the year walk. And it's just really bizarre because it's got this amazing slow build. Like, the first of the supernatural creatures that you encounter is called the Huldra, who's, like, based off of Norse myth, I think. Although I haven't encountered it in my course yet. And
is it the is that the tree one?
yeah,
or?
it's the sexy scary lady, as
Okay.
as I called her, apparently.
Yeah, she freaked me out when she popped out.
Yeah. Like, it was like she was leading you into the forest, it was all very nice, and she leads you into the middle of a tree, and then, like, you go into the tree and you explore for a bit, and then suddenly she just goes, in your face, it's like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck?
I felt like the whole time, like the beginning, like you mentioned, the storytelling could have been a little bit better, because I was a bit confused.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know the girl was like your lover. I was like, okay, who's this girl?
I assumed it from the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue was a little choppy, and it was
I
like,
think you
I
were meant
wasn't.
to like fill in the blanks for yourself because it
Yeah,
didn't show your character's responses. It only showed
right.
how she reacted to him.
Yeah, but the atmosphere, I do agree, it does have that great slow build, and by the time like you do figure out what's going on, it gets pretty like scary, like
Yeah.
especially the whole part with the with the tree, and then with the
Dead baby, dead
dead
baby
baby.
horse. That was, oh, I hated that bit. In the game, it's called I'm gonna really fuck up the pronunciation. Bakarhastan. Bakarhastan?
Sure, why not?
I
I'm not
I
Swedish.
haven't done like the umlauts in years, but I called him creepy horse in a suit.
Yeah.
And like his like the mythology surrounding him, it kind of resembles I think it's Scottish Kelpie, where it like takes riders on the back and like takes them into the water. But instead of taking just normal people, it takes children.
Yeah, not just children, babies.
Yeah, not just children, babies. And oh, the babies were fucking terrifying because these babies are basically the spirits of children that have been killed by their mothers because they can't afford to look after them. And that is fucking traumatizing. And this horse wants you to collect all these dead babies.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Maybe they were out. Maybe those babies were out late until 5 in the morning, and sometimes mothers just snap. But yeah, I have been playing a lot of games where the protagonist isn't exactly likable, and that's kind of weird in a horror series because I don't know. It's like, okay, so maybe it's okay for me to die. I did get spoiler alert for Amnesia.
I have it in my games library, but I'm not planning on playing it.
Okay. The protagonist is basically an unlikable person, and toward the end, that's my one like caveat with the game. I kind of didn't care whether he lived or died. I'm just like, this guy's horrible. I don't
Fuck
like
you,
him.
guy.
But yeah, yeah. You're helping. Yeah, you're helping the protagonist do things, and he's not necessarily the most likable person in Yearwalk either.
Yeah, especially when you get to the second half.
Yeah.
Because the credits roll. And then you get told that you've basically got to walk again to like figure out the truth.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that shit, I'm going online.
It's like it's meant to like represent this bizarre cycle and stuff about universes and timelines colliding.
Oh god.
And you can read this guy's journal from like the future.
Yeah, that whole I'm kind of sick of the whole like timeline stuff, and like yeah, I'd rather just have the atmosphere stay in that.
I think BioShock Infinite kind of did me in with all the parallel universe type stuff.
Parallel universe stuff.
Like I've had my fill of parallel universe for the year.
You're getting old, Alice. You're getting old and cynical.
I am.
When
back in my day, we didn't have none of this parallel universe tripe.
It's gonna stretch to everything. You're gonna find it harder to enjoy. Like, trust me, as an old person.
It's already in Doctor Who.
Yeah, as an old person, you're just gonna like all the music is gonna sound like something you've heard before. All the TV shows are gonna be just like something you've seen before, and the whole novelty of everything starts to fade. Yeah. It's kind of depressing being old.
And that is the true horror of Halloween.
Yes, that is the true horror of Halloween. So, Yearwalk, on a scale of Game of Thrones characters, what do you give it?
I'd give it a Quaith, if I pronounce her name right. You know that weird woman with the cool metal mask? Because seriously, what the fuck?
Wait, I have to Google this. That's how I'm pathetic. Quaith?
She's the one who Jorah meets in the second series.
Oh, gotcha. And, like, vanishes?
Yeah.
Doesn't she, like, disappear right before his eyes? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously.
What about you?
I didn't actually think about this beforehand, so I'm just gonna agree with whatever you say.
Quaith?
I'm gonna agree with Quaith.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there another what the fucky type character in Game of Thrones? Like, who's as confusing? and shit.
Yeah, and doesn't really talk much, but is visually appealing.
Quaithe is probably very hot under that mask.
Yeah, she's probably sexy. It's like Tally.
Well, I've never really played Mass Effect. I started it, but I didn't really get into it.
How far did you get?
I got to the Citadel.
In the first game?
Yeah.
Poor Alice.
I have a short attention span. It took me 3 weeks to read Great Expectations.
Oh, okay. Worst 3 weeks of your life.
It was, actually. I hate Charles Dickens.
Yeah, you should stop reading those boring books. And well, don't they teach you, like, in your fake clown college, don't they have, like, courses on Game of Thrones?
Oh. No, but they did name one of the modules Ice and Fire, which was very misleading because that's actually the Norse module. And I was hugely disappointed. Especially when they started making jokes about it. And I was like, fuck you guys. I did not sign up for this shit. Although it is really interesting. So.
Yeah, so you're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised.
But next time, label your classes correctly.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Professor
Don't try and be creative with your shit.
Yeah, they probably should have just called the class Ice. That would have been more accurate.
Yeah.
At my college, half the dorm buildings are named after Lord of the Rings places. So
oh
there's like
my
Rivendell.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool until you actually visit those dorms and they fucking suck ass.
Oh.
So they're not magical at all.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
Another cold, harsh reality of life.
Yes. Life is depressing. That's why we have to like live in our imaginations because real life is fucking boring as hell.
Imagination.
Yes. Yes, we should have our own chocolate factory. That would really help. We're basically like children.
Yeah. Never grow up. Never grow old.
Even though reality begs to differ.
See, that's why it's great being a vampire, you know? Never grow old.
But you do have to murder people. That's the unfortunate side effect.
Well.
Those people were losers anyway.
Yes. Fuck those guys.
Would you only suck the blood of bad people if you were a vampire? Or do you not give a shit?
Ask me when I'm a vampire. Because it depends on, like, what kind of vampire you are and shit.
There's types? I thought they just suck blood and listen to, like, The Cure all day.
Like, some have souls, some don't have souls. Some are super angsty guys. Some are just pure evil. And...
I thought you were gonna say pure emo.
Yeah. If I was a Dracula vampire, then I'd just suck off everyone. But
you can do that now. You don't have to be a vampire to do that.
Yeah. On that note.
Okay, so final topic.
Kris sent me a care package.
Yes, a scare package actually, which is a care package full of horrible food.
Yeah. There is some Pocari Sweat.
Oh, a bottle of human sweat.
Yeah, I did actually try that after my workout today.
Did it taste like sweat?
It tasted worse than my sweat.
Oh god, did it?
Yeah, it's not very nice.
I do imagine though that they have some guy named Pocari on a treadmill wearing like a white
24
t-shirt.
hours a day.
Yeah, and his t-shirt is like drenched in sweat and he'll like take it off and then like some scientist will like squeeze it into a bottle. That's how I imagine they package it.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice. I was not a fan.
Did it taste like that visual description I just gave you?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. I also sent you a package of dried tentacle jerky.
Which I am refusing to... They're just sat next to my laptop, and... Yeah.
Yes, you can throw that away. Let's see, what else?
Calorie May! Oh, that is the
Calorie
best
May.
thing ever. I am in love with
Is
Calorie... Yeah! Oh, it's so good!
But isn't it like something that they... Because it made an appearance in Metal Gear Solid 3. I thought it was just like food rations.
No, it's like a biscuit. It's like a
Is
really
it?
thick biscuit. Like, in each packet, you get 2.
See, I think you're lying to me.
No, seriously. They're used for, like, an extra boost of energy or whatever. So, like, I had one before I went to training tonight because, like, I'd have otherwise been going 8 hours without food. And, it was perfect. Like, I had the best training session ever.
Wow, so it actually tastes good.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
It tastes like we have bourbon creams over here, which are like chocolate biscuits with chocolate cream in the middle.
Okay.
But it tasted like that, but without the chocolate cream.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a total horror show that I sent you.
No, I like the calorie mate. And the green tea Kit Kats.
Oh yeah, those are good.
They're really nice.
They also have, like, I was gonna send this to you too, but I was trying to, keep it horror themed. and it's boring if we had a segment where Alice eats food that is actually delicious,
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but they actually had, like, Pocky. Have you ever eaten Pocky?
Oh, I like Pocky.
Yeah, they had green tea Pocky too.
Oh.
They had all kinds
That sounds
of goods.
really nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, for Christmas, maybe. I'll send you stuff that's
Yeah.
actually delicious instead of horrible squid tentacles.
Can you send me flavoured Oreos as well? Because we only have normal Oreos.
Yes, of course. What kind of flavor Oreos?
Every flavour.
Okay.
All the flavours.
See, because, I don't know what you have, because America's basically like Britain.
We have original Oreos.
Yeah, but America's basically like your country with more freedom.
With all the excess.
No, yeah, with excess freedom. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And so a lot of the Western or American food that we have, I would basically be sending you stuff that you could buy at your supermarket.
Well, I'll send you some stuff that you probably won't get over there.
But
like Marmite.
Yeah,
Yay!
so that's why. Oh God, Marmite. But I basically went to my Japanese side to send you weird stuff because
I can tell.
Yeah, because I was
Funnily enough.
yeah, because I couldn't send you American shit because American shit is just probably the same as like British shit for the most part.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, but well, another thing I did send you was different flavored Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yes. And
These are, some of them look terrifying, some of them look really nice.
Yes. We have flavors like wasabi.
Ugh.
That is the green and like piss yellow wrapper with the green paper.
Is that, does that have the weird little green splodges on it?
Yes, it
Right,
does.
I found it.
We have the red pepper, which actually has a picture of a yellow pepper on it.
Okay. I like red peppers, but I'm not sure that I'd like them with chocolate.
Yes, exactly. There's the purple potato, which looks like a turd.
Apparently it's purple sweet potato.
Sweet potato. I guess that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
But it looks like a turd
Yeah.
on the wrapper.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Rum raisin is little raisins on the cover. It's like a blue wrapper.
Oh, I thought that was wine flavored.
It says rum raisin, so it is alcohol based.
Ooh.
There is a weird citrus blend Kit Kat, which has a lime, a lemon, and an orange on the front.
That looks like orange Kit Kat, which I'm very happy about.
Really? Orange
Yeah.
chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate orange.
Okay,
It's like a big thing
thanks
over
for the
here.
information. I won't put that in my horror list.
There's a weird tea-looking flavour, which has a cup of tea on it.
Yeah, the tea ones probably taste good though. Tea goes well with chocolate.
Yeah. What's the pumpkin one? Is the one with the pumpkin on it pumpkin flavour?
Yes, pumpkin pudding actually. It says.
Ooh, that sounds quite nice.
Oh, so we'll avoid that one too. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little quiz, and if I answer Alice's questions correctly, I will force her to eat one of these horrible, disgusting Kit Kats. And if I answer incorrectly, I will have to eat one of her choice.
Okay.
So let's begin.
Just so you know, this is going to be a really difficult quiz.
Okay. Multiple choice.
Because, yeah, multiple choice. So you're going to get some right. So, number 1. Dracula came to England via the ship the Demeter, which crashed with the captain tied to the wheel and all the crew dead. Where in England did the ship crash?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It gets worse.
Okay.
A. Portsmouth. B. Southampton. C. Whitby. D. Blackpool.
You really have a city named Whitby?
Yeah.
God.
Well, it was originally called Strenasalk, which means Beacon of the Bay.
Okay. I'm gonna go with A.
It's C. Whitby.
Oh, fuck. You cheated.
Right.
You put port in the name. Port is where people
No,
dock.
it's an actual place.
Oh, I was going by ports, docks. That's where they
Yeah,
land.
it's an actual place.
Oh, Whitby. Fuck, Whitby's not a real place. Okay,
It is.
which one?
I go there on holiday every day. Let's start off easy with the sweet potato one.
Oh god, the purple turd.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna open this up. Oh god, it smells disgusting. It smells sour.
I've opened mine up to smell as well.
Doesn't it smell sour?
No, it just smells like white chocolate.
No, it smells like chocolate, but there's like some kind of weird sourness to it. Okay, I'm gonna bite. Oh god.
Good, bad.
Oh, this is fucking horrible.
Okay.
It doesn't go together. It's like a potato, but it's chocolate. Oh, I mean, it's a sweet potato, yes, but it's all like mushy and I'm throwing this away.
I'm curious. I'm going to try.
You're gonna try it too. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
It's a bit gooey on the inside.
That's what I mean. It's like a really gooey, mushy potato. It's like
Yeah.
It's awful.
That wasn't big on the texture. Oh, I'm getting an aftertaste. Oh.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh, I need water.
There.
I think I would actually prefer the purple turd. Yeah, let's just move on to the next one.
Right, number 2. Which book is classed as one of the first truly gothic novels?
Oh god, I'm already lost.
A. Wake Not the Dead by Johann Ludwig Tieck. B. The Castle of Otranto by Horace Walpole. C. Rappaccini's Daughter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Or D. She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron.
I'm gonna go with... See, the oldest sounding name sounds to me to be D, Lord Byron.
Nope.
Oh, you gotta be fucking
No,
me.
She Walks in Beauty is a poem. And it just describes this really hot girl.
Oh, that is a trick question.
It is B, The Castle of Otranto by Horace
nasty
Walpole.
tricks.
And it is regarded as being fucking awful, apparently. I've never read it.
Oh god. That's
Right.
cheating. That's cheating.
Well, let's go with the T one.
Oh, T1. I could do that. Which one?
Yeah. The one with the teacup on the front.
Oh, this one is fucking delicious.
Oh.
Haha.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat this.
It's grey.
It's the roasted tea. It's the brown, like the brownish package.
It's grey. The Kit Kat is grey.
It's like shit colored, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's delicious. Well, to me it is. It's fucking roasted tea.
Right, I'm gonna try it then.
It's really strong on the tea flavor.
Oh.
Yes. See what I mean?
I like that one. It reminds me of something that I can't put my finger on.
It's a green tea that's roasted in a porcelain pot over
That was
chocolate.
really nice. Okay. Okay. Right, number 3. What is the too long don't read of Oscar Wilde's only published novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray?
Oh, okay. I've read this book.
A. Too long did not read. Got scared of growing old. Stabbed myself. B. Too long did not read. Fell asleep. Woke up as a painting. C. Too long did not read. Ran over a child. Actually have scientifically induced multiple personalities. D. Too long don't ride. Do not read. Killed
Yes,
a man.
don't
Got
lie.
rich.
You're too short to go on this ride.
Right.
Okay, I've read this book, but I don't remember how it ends. No. I'm pretty sure he ends up in the painting. So that would probably be B, right? What was B again?
Fell asleep. Woke up as a painting.
Yeah, I think that's the answer. That's my final answer. B.
It's A.
Oh.
Got scared of growing old. Stabbed myself.
Doesn't he end up in the painting or no?
No. he grows old and then he like makes a wish and it's like careful what you wish for.
But
And so the portrait ages.
Right, the portrait ages, but he doesn't.
Where he doesn't. And then he stabs the painting. And in stabbing the painting and doing damage to the painting, he's actually stabbing himself.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
I actually
Right,
own this book.
go.
That's so embarrassing. Oh, fucking A.
Right, let's go for the pepper one.
Alright. I'm gonna get one of these questions right.
You are, at some point. Oh, I like the colour of this chocolate.
Oh, it smells like normal chocolate, so...
Yeah.
I'm not sure where the pepper part comes in. Alright, I'm diving in.
Good, bad?
I can't tell.
Dying?
I think it's just spicy chocolate.
Oh.
I think my natural reaction was to gag, but I'm trying to get a taste, and I only taste chocolate and a slight, like, you know, that burning sensation of being spicy.
Ah! This is a cool...
Do you taste something other than chocolate, though? I know I can taste it spicy, but...
No, I don't taste anything other than chocolate.
Yeah, it's just spicy as fuck all hell.
Yeah. Fuck.
That was weird.
That wasn't a good decision. Alright. 4. Which Georgian lady brought respectability to Gothic horror? A. Mary Shelley. B. Jane Austen. C. Anne Radcliffe. D. Mary Ann Evans, also known as George Eliot.
Really? It was a man pretending to be a woman?
No, it was a woman pretending to be a man.
Okay. So it was written by George Eliot.
Yeah.
Jane Austen sounds like a British... Isn't she Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah.
So she's not from Georgia. So isn't Mary Shelley
Georgian is a period of time.
Oh, fuck. I thought you meant that's someone from Atlanta. Georgia.
No.
Ah, that kind of changes everything.
But think about what Jane Austen wrote, and would you associate that with
No. Thanks for the hint. Mary Shelley is Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Mary Shelley then.
Mary Shelley was Victorian. The answer is Anne Radcliffe.
Fuck all. Okay, which one?
Right.
Wait, what was the answer?
It was Anne Radcliffe.
Oh.
So there's this one with like a pie on the front.
Oh god.
Or a toast.
Red bean? The red bean pie?
Yeah, that one.
Or is it the cheesecake one?
No, I think it's red bean. It's in a yellow package.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna smell it.
It smells a bit funky.
Oh, it does. Oh my god, it smells really bad.
Yeah.
But then again, beans are supposed to be smelling bad, right? So
this is like a really popular flavor combination. Like we have, like smoothie restaurants and things like that do like bean flavored smoothies.
Yeah, it is popular in Asian culture, but I never liked red bean. Have you had red beans before? Like red bean, like mochi, like the little snacks where the flour outside kind of soft outside.
Yes. Actually, I had it yesterday.
Oh, did you? Oh, so you are cultured.
I went to Wagamama's and had mochi balls.
Yeah, and
it's quite nice.
I never liked red beans. I don't know. Okay, let me try it. Okay. And it fucking I can't finish this. I spit it out.
I'm good. Should I try it?
It's up
or
to
should
you. Go for
should
it.
I leave it until you get one right?
Go for it. Why not?
Okay. Ah!
Every Japanese person. It's awful. I'm sure I just offended every one of my ancestors, but... Are you okay? Do you need a drink?
No, so I have to walk down 3 floors.
Yeah, that's a little too far.
Where's my water bottle? Why don't I have a water bottle? No, the only thing I've got is that sweat drink.
Drink the sweat.
I'm not fucking drinking sweat, no. Ugh.
It makes sense, though, if you think about it, like, to replace sweat with actual sweat. Because you're losing electrolytes that way.
Like, the last thing I want to do is look at sweat when I've finished a workout.
Okay. Okay, next question. Is it the last one?
No.
Okay.
This is number 5. Who is the evil alternate personality? Henry Jekyll or Edward Hyde?
Oh god. This should be really easy. Hyde is evil.
Yes!
Yes!
Way!
Hooray for easy questions. You are going to eat the wasabi.
Okay.
It is...
It's a sickly green colour.
Yeah, it's what
No, it's like mint colour.
You know what wasabi is, right? You eat it with sushi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the spicy stuff, isn't it?
Yes. It is not
fuck.
associated with candy.
I don't like spicy stuff. Right, okay. I'm not getting anything.
Really?
Really?
Do I have to eat it now? Okay.
Yeah. That was
Nothing.
wholly disappointing.
Oh, it smells awful. Oh my god. Like, what kind of human devises this kind of smell, this kind of odor?
I don't know. I truly do not know.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite out of it. Oh my god. This is fucking disgusting.
I couldn't taste anything.
It's like...
I'm not even kidding. Oh, there's a bit of heat. There's a bit of heat in the aftertaste.
Wait, let me... Yeah, it's just fucking disgusting. If you let it linger on your tongue, you could taste it. Puh.
See, I just chewed
It's like
it.
eating an orc's armpit or something.
Okay. Maybe I should let them linger.
Oh,
Okay, are you okay?
yeah, I'm alright.
Please don't die.
I feel like I'm dying. I feel like
Please no.
the only reason I want to live is so that this is not the last thing I ever taste on this planet.
Chris, please.
Otherwise, I would be comfortable dying. Oh.
Okay. Right. Number 6. Which gothic novel scandalised readers with sex in the workplace?
Ooh.
The Monk by Matthew Gregory Lewis.
Sex in the workplace, monk? I'm
Yeah.
gonna eliminate that.
The Lair of the White Worm by Bram Stoker. Christabel by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The Vampire by John William Polidori.
See, workplace? Where's the vampire's workplace? Like the blood donation shop? A, the monk in a hospital. Monk in a monastery. Monastery isn't a workplace. What was C again?
I don't know, I'd class monastery as a workplace.
It's A, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the way you giggled.
Yeah.
You gave it away. You gave it away.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, let's go with rum raisin. How about that?
Okay. I like a bit of alcohol with my chocolate.
Okay.
It's white!
That's weird.
It matches the packaging, though. It, goes together quite nicely.
Why is it white, though? That's strange.
Right, let's give it a sniff. Ooh!
Good?
It's got a bit of fruitiness to it. It's quite nice. Alright,
Yay, nay.
Oh!
That's a excited ooh, or a I'm gonna fucking, shit myself ooh.
It's quite nice.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But that's because we have a lot of raisin-filled chocolate at England, so...
Huh. It's alright. I'm not a fan of mixing fruit and chocolate, but... Yeah, it works. Damn it! Okay, next question.
Right. Which vampire does this passage describe? Gather round for story time, children. His face was a very strong aquiline, with a high bridge of thin nose and peculiarly arched nostrils, with a lofty domed forehead, and hair growing scantily around the temples, but profusely elsewhere. His eyebrows were very massive, almost meeting over the nose, and with bushy hair that seemed to curl in its own profusion. The mouth, so far as I could see it under the heavy moustache, was fixed and rather cruel-looking, with peculiarly sharp teeth. These protruded over the lips, whose remarkable ruddiness showed astonishing vitality in a man of his years. For the rest, his ears were pale, and at the tops were extremely pointed. The chin was broad and very strong, and the cheeks firm, though thin. The general effect was one of extraordinary pallor. Does that describe A. Count Orlok, B. Count Dracula, C. Lord Ruthven, or D. Marius?
I only know Count Dracula, so it can't be that. That's the obvious one. You're not laughing or giving me any hints this time.
No.
I do like that word, though. Well, I like two words in that passage. Aquiline and pallor.
Yeah, aquiline, I think, is like a Roman nose.
Yeah, it's like the hooked bird
Yeah.
nose, and then pallor is just pale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pallor's a great word.
Yeah, I like hoarding those kinds of words there. You gotta keep
Yeah.
them in your arsenal, in your tool belt. Anyways, I am going to take a wild guess and go with C.
It was Count Dracula.
Oh, you.
Oh shit, I'm running out of disgusting flavours. I think. I'm not sure what any of these are.
Okay, describe the package.
There's, well, you said that you were going to make me try this green one.
Oh, which one was that?
The plain green packaging.
Wait, that's green tea, though.
No, plain green, dark green, it's got some writing on the bottom. Oh yeah, that is green tea. Fuck,
Yeah.
you're not having that one.
No, I was gonna have you try the
shit.
wasabi, which you did.
Yeah. Well, I've got one with,
Or wasabi.
the light green.
is the
I've got
white
light green.
Light green.
Yeah, light green with a picture of some green powder on it.
This is probably another kind of tea. Okay, well, I can go with this. It smells a lot like the roasted tea.
Oh.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Tastes kind of like the roasted tea. I'm not sure what the difference is between the two.
One of them's green.
One of them actually resembles a natural occurring color in the universe. But yeah, I could eat this as a snack if I was more into sweets. I'd probably eat more salty shit than sweets. But yeah, it's good. You should try it.
Yeah, it's alright.
Ha! Take that.
Damn it.
Alright, next question.
Right, final
Okay.
question. Define Gothic. A movement in the 18th and 19th century literature. B. Residents of countries that didn't speak the Romance languages. C. A style of music with heavy rock, classical and folk influence. D. A fashion style.
I'm gonna go with E, a picture of Alice Bell.
Damn it! You got me. No.
No, is that wrong?
Alright, you can...
Okay, I'm gonna go with, say it again, I'm sorry.
No, you can just choose a forfeit because they're all right.
Okay. Even E? Was E correct?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we just finish off with the pumpkin pudding one? How about that?
Yeah, this one looks nice. What is the black one?
That's dark chocolate. We've been over this,
Oh.
Alice.
Okay, so I haven't missed any disgusting... We're all out of disgusting ones.
Yeah, well, some of them could be disgusting. The fruit one, there's...
Pick out... What? Can you have a quick check, see what this plain red one is, with the little writing on the bottom?
This is strawberry.
Oh, okay. And then there's another strawberry one.
A strawberry
And a
cheesecake.
strawberry cheese.
Cheesecake.
And then there's another one called a mouse strawberry.
Yes.
God, there's so much strawberry. Right, okay, let's try this pumpkin one.
Happy Halloween, Alice.
Woo!
Yeah. I mean, it's pumpkin.
I taste nothing.
You gotta let it linger, I guess.
I already ate it.
It's a little slightly pumpkin-y. I could see why you didn't taste anything, but it's kind of got like a pudding pumpkin. I mean,
Okay.
if you like pumpkin, it's good. If you don't, it's meh.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Well, on that note,
that concludes this episode of Lore Friendly. I'm gonna go find a trash can and barf now.
I'm going to go eat these vanilla ice cream Kit Kat bites.
Oh, it says that you can actually put them in the freezer.
Oh my god.
And
What?
yeah, like you can. It says.
I want them now.
Well, you can eat them now too. I'm sure
Yeah.
your room is like a freezer too. But
It is.
yeah. So join us next month where we'll have a more normal episode, I suppose.
Yeah. And then Christmas.
Yes.
Where it'll be like like Secret Santa, only we know who each other are, so it's not really Secret Santa. I'll make Chris eat Marmite. So that's
Oh,
that's what you got
God.
to look forward
Oh,
to.
no. I better buy an extra barf bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that's it for this episode. Say goodbye, Alice.
Bye, guys. Happy Halloween. Woo.
This is Viridian, and you're watching the 3D NPC Podcast Network. You may recognize my voice from my previous work, How to Subscribe to a Podcast. It's real easy. You just press a button. I'm not even getting paid to do this. But if we get enough subscribers, Kris has promised me a coupon for KFC. So please subscribe. I'm so hungry. Has a very American theme, so why did they get a Polish guy to narrate? 2 words. Fun service. One lucky subscriber will get an autographed picture from me. The picture will be of Gabe Newell, but it will have my name on it. Did you hear about what happened to the last person who didn't subscribe? Nothing happened actually. But is that what she wants? Nothing. I bet she wants something to happen to you. And it will, if you press the button.
I have one ghost story, but it's
Go
not
on.
really. It's not. I mean, it's ghost air quotes ghost story.
Right.
It's kind of related
Okay.
to what we talked about.
Okay.
Okay. So when I was a kid, like I always have to walk home from school, right? So there was 2 ways you could walk home from school. You could walk home using the sidewalk, the road, stuff like that, like a normal person, or you could cut through this like dense forest. And the forest was always a direct line to my house. The problem is that like you had at the end of the forest there was this backyard that you had to basically you had to hop the fence and go through this guy's home
Right.
and to get to your house. So the kids who do that are basically the braver ones, and I was a coward. There was also this dog that was chained there. So I was also kind of scared of dogs, so I never went that way. I'd always take the sidewalks like a normal kid.
Yeah.
But then the Halloween came, and my mom's like, okay, you got to get home early this day. I got fit your costume and all that, blah blah blah. And I was like, no, I don't want a costume. I
Fit
want
your
to be a ghost
ghost
again.
Fit your ghost shoot.
Yeah. No, because she was like, you're not gonna be a ghost this year. Fuck that. You're gonna be you're gonna wear a Batman costume like a normal kid. And so I had to get home early that day, but being a fucking mischievous dick. I stayed after school and played basketball and did stupid shit. And then, like, it was like 4:30. I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta get home. Because around that time, it gets, like, dark around 5 or 6. So I basically had to cut through the forest. And the whole time, like, I was thinking about, oh, God, like, I'm gonna have to cut through this guy's house and see this dog. And by the time I get to the end, I could see why people cut through the home, because the fence is, like, broken in half.
Yeah.
And, like, basically people just walk on through. And then, so I looked to the doghouse, but there was no dog. And it was like eerily quiet. And so I kind of thought this was kind of lucky. At the same time, I was kind of worried the dog was just going to spring out over the fence. So I take like about 2 steps in, and all of a sudden the backsliding door opens, and this is crazy-eyed guy with a butcher knife.
Shit.
And he's like waving at me. He's like, you fucking little shit, get the fuck out of my yard. And so
God.
I just ran. Yeah, I ran as fast as I could. I ran down the hill. I ended up doubling back and taking the long way. And my mom was pissed. And she's like, okay, you're gonna wear this Batman costume, whatever. And the whole time I'm just freaked out. So then we go Halloween trick-or-treating, and obviously I'm going to avoid that guy's house, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see him. He's going to kill me. I was literally terrified of going here. But then, like, you run into other kids, and they're basically, like, you check with them, see which house has the good candy, right? And the other kid, like, reaches into his bag. He's like, you got to check this out. And he pulls out this like golden orb. I swear, it was like glowing. It was like looking at the Ark of the Covenant.
What the fuck?
It was basically what it was a baseball. It was like an autographed baseball.
Oh my God.
But it was like in this like little gold case, fake gold. But to a 10-year-old, that's like
magic.
That's like the holy grail. Yeah, it's magic. And there's like, this guy's giving out these souvenir baseballs. And I'm like, where? And it was that house.
Oh.
And then, so I had to. So I grabbed my brother, and I'm like, give me your ghost costume now. Because he was also dressed as a ghost. We were the laziest fucking siblings ever. And so, like, we basically switched costumes, so he would be the Batman. Because it was Batman without a mask. It was just a cape and pajamas.
That's a rubbish Batman costume, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was shitty, yeah. And so we go to the house, we ring the doorbell, I'm nearly pissing my pants, and he's totally didn't recognize me, obviously. I'm wearing a fucking sheet over my head, right? But he takes a look at my brother, and then he hands us the baseballs, and I was like, oh God, this is the greatest thing. Thank you, sir. And then he keeps eyeing my brother, and then after I say thank you, he looks at me and says, you're welcome. But if I ever catch you in my fucking yard again, the next baseball game you're gonna see is behind a prison cell.
Oh!
And I nearly freaked out, and I just ran again.
I don't blame you. Jeez.
It was because we're both Asian, obviously, and the only reason he recognized, he knew it was me because my brother. And so, yeah, that's my ghost story.
That's really sad. Oh God, did you ever go back there again for trick-or-treating purposes?
No, I never went back to that house. I always went the other way.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
You learned your lesson.
Yes, I learned my lesson. Never cut through that guy's house. Always take the long way and go up the hills.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, and slow and steady doesn't get his head chopped off either.